Good morning, everyone. Handyman Dan here, and we're doing some more plumbing work this morning. We're going to show you how to unclog a sink. There's a couple different ways to do it, and we're going to show you both ways. So this is our bathroom sink, and sometimes we get a little bit of a slow drain whenever we fill it up with water, whether we be shaving or whatever it may be, and when we let it out, it's slow going out. So there's a couple ways you can do that. We have a tool here that you're able to unclog. You can buy these at just about any department store. You can try to push this down in here, but the plunger gets in the way. So what you have to do is get this plunger out of the way. So I'm going to show you underneath the sink here how to do that. Okay, so we're down underneath the sink here, and the first thing you want to do is make sure you have a bucket in here, because you're going to probably have a little bit of water leak out of here. And the plunger is connected in the back here by this rod, and there's a little screw on here. If you take this here out, it will release this, and you'll be able to pull the plunger out of the top. Okay, we can show you that real quick here if you come around to the top. Okay, so now that we have that loosened on the bottom, you're able to pull this plunger out. You can see there's some yucky stuff on it already. We'll get that off in a minute here. So what you can do then is you can, if you want to, you can just use this device to go in and push some of that stuff out of there. If there's a lot of hair or something like that, you can pull it out. It'll come out this way. The other way is to remove the gooseneck. This is the gooseneck here, and the way this works is whenever the water comes down through here, it gets trapped on this gooseneck. And the reason that happens that way is because if you didn't have the water trapped in here, you would get the air and the fumes of coming back from your sewage going out. So when we take this off, there's going to be water in it, but this is generally where anything that gets hung up in your sink is in this gooseneck here. Okay, and again, you have your bucket here to capture that water, and if you just disconnect both ends of this will drop right off. Okay, and you can see that there's quite a bit of stuff in there, and that's what we're going to be cleaning out. Okay, folks, so we've got all the crud out of this sink drain, and now we're going to put it back together. We're going to put the plunger back in here, and we're going to just drop that right in this way, and then get back down underneath here. Okay, folks, so what you have to do is hook this rod back up here, and you can just hand tighten this screw down here, and that will be your plunger. Okay, as long as you have it tight, it shouldn't leak on you. Pretty much hand tight. You can use some pliers if you need to. The other thing that we need to reinstall is the gooseneck. So that goes kind of back the way we took it off. Bring the collar down here, and just align everything and screw that back together. This is all plastic plumbing. It makes it really easy to do. In the old days, they used metal, and you introduced metal into it and created even more corrosion. So once these are tight, tighten all three of these up so you don't have anything leaking out here. Make sure this is tight. We had actually pulled this off earlier too, and went back in there. So now that you got all this snug, it's all tight, and this is tight, you can go back up to the top here and just run your water, make sure you don't have any leaks. So I'll go up to the top here, turn on the water, and as the water's running out, the plunger works, closes up if needed, let the water out, everything's fine. So that's all there is to it, folks. No need to call the plumber if you're willing to get your hands a little bit dirty. We've got everything back together here. The water's flowing very nicely. Got everything back together here, no leaks, and we're good for a while. So if you like my channel, please subscribe, and thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.